Demiurge. So you read all these Gnostic texts about the Demiurge, the dark lord of this earth that created the physical world. Then in Egypt, this polarity was referred to as Set, and Set was contrasted with Horus, and actually there would be an empowerment of the pharaoh by both Horus and Set when the pharaoh would take the throne. That term Set, when the Hebrew people left Egypt, led by Moses, who had been initiated in the Egyptian temples, that term Set became Ha-Satan, and so Set became Satan. Now Ha-Satan is a Hebrew term meaning the adversary, and so it means that this is a being that has an adversarial relationship to the human being. And so that's where we then got the concept in the West of Satan. Again, this is a dark type of being, very different from the Luciferic beings as beings of light. Now this idea of holding the balance between these two types of beings is something that plays out in everyday life. And it's a constant dynamic process for every human being. If we were to strip away the veil, we would see that these invisible Luciferic and Ahrimanic beings are influencing our consciousness at all times to go to one direction or the other, just as the beneficial beings are also connecting with us. And in the ancient temple science, it was understood that our connection to these beings was purely through resonance. When we think in a particular manner, when we feel in a particular manner, all of our thoughts, all of our feelings, all of our internal states have an energetic quality to them, and they will resonate like an antenna with qualities of the exact same type in the other worlds. So if we have a very negative materialistic thought, that will resonate us with the more Ahrimanic beings. If we get a type of emotional striving to have only ecstatic process in our life and is completely spiritual without ever having to do the dishes or wash the car, then that will connect us more to the Luciferic types of beings. And then of course things that are more of a grounded nature to the central pillar. And that's again a direct depiction of three different types of spiritual beings that one interacts with. Now the problem that can come with this is that when it's stripped away from the original initiation, very straightforward context, then people can get very worked up about hindering beings and have very sensationalistic reactions to them. But it's something like if you were to be told that you have 10 billion germs on your skin right now, and you do, you have billions of germs on your skin right now, but if your biological landscape is healthy, it doesn't matter, you're going to be fine. So if you don't get all freaked out about it, it's just the way things are already working before you even knew about it. We're influenced by these types of beings all the time. We are like fish that live in an ocean that don't know there's any water. These beings are surrounding us all the time, and our boundaries are actually not solid. They move through us, our consciousness, our feeling life, all the time. So that's one of the first things that would be clarified on the Rosicrucian path, is understanding these different types of influences that we come into contact